look, what I'm angry about is having to replay this game because nobody showed up on Twitch. Oh my god. Listen, at this point, I'm just mad at everyone. So I guess we'll, you know, try this again. I just get so angry when this kind of stuff happens. What I'm angry about is having to replay this game because nobody showed up on Twitch. Let me turn this off, my stream music off, right here, so that you guys can hear the background music when, you know, I actually decide to get off my duff and load the game. Now, what I got from last night was, this game is awful. There's too much, I mean, I know it's a visual novel, but usually there's not that much freaking reading. Everybody was like, wait till the end, it gets really good, but I wasn't seeing that happen. It wasn't, I don't think it's gonna be good. You know, I hate the fan base for this game. It makes me mad because people are very edgy over here. But, you know, I'll try to deal with it for a minute and we'll see how this goes. Now, my goal is to play the whole thing tonight. Now, let me turn my game capture on really quick and see if we can... Oh, oops, I didn't even... Okay, let me fix this. Put that here. Move that here. And there we go! That's how you make a watermark, kids! Let's turn the music on. There we go. That's a lot better. Alright. Let's make a new game because, we're gonna have to replay all of it. Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. Let me turn my freaking camera on. Because my hair actually looks good today, for one. That's a good thing. Also, two, you might want to see when I drink water. Because I don't want to just pause for like 400 minutes. That girl is Sayori. If I pronounce things wrong, I'm from the South. Don't pester me. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor, and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But I got a cramp. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just I published 2 books and I can't even read this. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Ha ha. Oh, are those bad? I overslept again. You even look annoying. Got that stupid looking Hello Kitty, but go. Yeah, it wasn't loud that time. If it was loud, it would have been effective. I'm not a drag queen. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you're thinking about ignoring me. I was. That's mean, Octo. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you didn't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Octo, have you decided on a club to join yet? I don't do clubs! I lied. At my school, I'm in the technology club, robotic club, and oh my god, what is she called? Chess club. Club. I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I wish we had a mythology club. That'd be everything. Why don't we? Anyways, I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You don't know my life! You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting on- Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content on just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. I can't relate with that. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? Let me move my microphone over here where you guys can actually hear me. There we go. I think I read that. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because- what's a NEET? A NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. Hey Alexa! What's a NEET?
NEET is usually defined as clean or organized.
Oh, no, not that. Alexa! What does NEET mean?
Is an abbreviation of
not that! Alexa, what does NEET stand for?
That is an abbreviation of National Educational Television.
Okay. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. My phone went off. Welcome, Potato-sama. Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? No. Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. He's going against my wishes! Or she, I don't know the gender of my dang character. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. I don't want to have to replay that. We're saving this really quick. I'm overriding that. Oh my god, I can't go back. Hold on. Oh, return. There it is. My microphone's in front of the menu. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. I relate. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello. Sayori. She's back. Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left there. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Did I invite you? Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. Okay. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late for your own club. My computer lags one more time, I'm gonna be so mad. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, well, you know. You know what? Or know what? Oh, I didn't even. Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There's no way that I'm going to your club. Thank you, girl! You put your foot down! Meanie. I don't care about you. Sayori is the vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. Girl, I need to fix my headband. Ow! Oh my god, I could kill myself. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. No. Why do you care so much anyways? You promised! Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. Did you... She's just making me so mad. I swear I'm having a heart attack over this. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. Yeah, girl. I can't tell if Sayori is... That's what I did to my arm yesterday. This morning, I was like, what happened to my arm? I have a bruise there. And then I remember that yesterday, I hit my arm right here in the exact same place that I had, that I did right now. Anyways, I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go. And this is a quote. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Sorry, I was thinking about something. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Third year? I'm third year. I'm a junior. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Oh, we're inside now. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. Hey, I glance around the room. Ooh, you pretty. Girl, I might want you later. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Girl number 1. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? You can go die in a garbage fire. So, obviously my character's a boy. I was wondering this earlier. Way to kill the atmosphere. Die! Ah, Octo, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. ... Oh, words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls with 2 exclamation points. He means it. Come on! What are you looking at? Looking at your ugly bows! What are you looking at? Pink-headed looking Oompa Loompa, tiny short little ragamuffin. If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. Humph. You need to cuss her out, Mrs. Purplehead! The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. Dang, I hurt my arm bad. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Apparently, she is a mood. Sayori says that quietly in my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Yuri's my girl. Don't say anything. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who apparently... No, that didn't come out right. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. Isn't Yuri, like, lesbian Japanese porn? Just asking. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that correct? That's right. It's great to see you again, Octo. Not nice to see you. I don't know, she's kind of pretty. I kind of like her. She's cool. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, and athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica! Come sit down, Octo. We made a room for you at the table. See, I would do voices, but I can't do that for about 5 hours, so... Come sit down, Octo. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. So you're that one. I don't know names. I don't do names. That's why I'm never going to be a teacher. Except for... I don't know. I kind of want to study music education and be a band teacher. But whatever. We're not on that subject yet. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. You rude little... Sorry, I get a little, like, too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? And my girl likes tea. She... Just... You don't need to be in this game, girl. I got you back, okay? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. So are they... Hold on one second. Are these tables connected to these chairs? Because I know that occasionally that's the case. That's a big closet back there. I'm just saying, and there's a chair in there too. Alright, who tried to hang? Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the by the way, there was a trigger warning at the beginning of this video and said like 13 plus. So if you get triggered, you might want to leave, but I don't know. This is looking a bit too cutesy to be anything trigger. It might have explicit content. Anyways, Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Oh my god, are we gonna die? Still feeling awkward. He said he sold his soul for a cupcake. What if he does die? What if it's poison? Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table with a tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! At least she's smiling now. Now I won't have to call you names. Oh, well. Natsuki lifts the foil off of the tray. I thought you said- oh wait, you just said it was wrapped. I thought he said it was like saran wrap or something. Natsuki lifts the foil off of the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. This is why I hate people! I'm sorry, I just don't like cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Is it Natsuki or Natsuki? Is there more emphasis on the... Is there more emphasis on the U rather than the Nat and then the Suki being separate? I don't know. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. She's got a sharp tooth, boys. You don't want her. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica, and I follow. Oh my god, I'm losing my voice. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers looking for the best angle to take a bite. Ew. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. I'd glance you out that window. I don't like her. Or the, like, brown-headed one with a red bow. I don't like her either. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? They're too rowdy. I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. Sorry, that just reminded... That gave me bad memories. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I haven't heard this somewhere before. Or haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. Hey, I thought you technically did, Sayori said. Well, maybe. But not for you. Wait, hold on. But not for you, dummy. Alright, alright. Oh, by the way, I'm making a visual novel right now. It's called 3 Makes a Team, and the casting call is up on Casting Call Club if you want to do that. Right now I'm doing character introductions. Yeah. It won't be this much reading, though. I haven't... The only thing I've pressed so far is enter, and I'm bored as... I'm bored. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. I read that right, but I didn't take in anything I just said, so I don't know what's going on. You keep the whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't I have a quick question. Are Japanese clubs ran by the students, or is there usually a teacher involved? Because I know the American clubs, like school clubs, there's usually a teacher involved. Like, chess club is ran by our mythology teacher, and the technology club is ran by our engineering teacher, and I gotta finish that pathway next year. Lord. And, what was the other club that I mentioned? I know that there's a drama club who has a specific teacher, the drama teacher. There's jazz band, which is now considered a club, which is ran by our band director. We don't have... It's not called literature club, but it's called creative writing club. I was in that last year. That's ran by the 9th grade literature teacher. I don't know. I've heard somewhere that Japanese clubs are ran by... like, created and ran by the students, which I think that's pretty cool, actually. Anyways, after all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? No. I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated, you're just trying to impress you. Oh lord, exposed! With a smile! Hey, that's not... That's not nice! Insulted Yuri looks away. I kinda like Monica now. She's a bit shook. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Oh, that's me. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. Huh? Yeah. I shut down for a second. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. That's some good drawing. Like, anatomy-wise. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. Like, I mean, the waist proportions and everything are right. Usually anime drawers, or artists, I should say, illustrators, make the upper torso too short and the lower torso too long. This is actually almost anatomically correct when you're looking at proportion sizes against, like, the chest and arms and such. So what made you consider the literature club? Sayori dragging me by the ear over here. I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. No, girl, you have to tell her! Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet. Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That is a flat lie. You did not want to be here, girl. You need to go. That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. This might sound weird, but, like, I drink a lot when I have to do games that... There goes my comb. That require a whole ton of reading because it makes me not stutter as much. It, like, distracts my vocal cords or whatever. I don't know how to explain it. Well, make sure you feel right at home, okay? Or we'll make sure you feel right at home. As president of the literature club, it is my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Oh, this is I'm stoked right now. Reading? Oh my god, yes! No, I like reading. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you've decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Haha, well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. Speaking of politics... Never mind, I'm not gonna bring that up. Not tonight. I just, you know, I want to live tonight. It feels... I was just gonna ask anybody else here about what Trump did to Syria, but... It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. She is getting Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But if you double tap, it literally skips it for you. But it makes school events, like the festival, that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah. We'll do our best. Oh, you know it. I don't know. I'm kind of living for Monica. Because she roasts, but she does it with a sweet face. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Why are their vests made out of, like, truffle? It's a weird texture. It looks like a grandma quilt. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard to find these three. Maybe that's what... I'm sorry, after I drank that, I thought I saw something black on that lid. I was like, if there's mold in my deer park, I'm gonna be upset. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So Octo, what kind of things do you like to read? You don't read, I can tell you now. Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Oh, I bet she likes it too. I don't know. Okay, so Natsuki Natsuki, I think that's it. The pink hair girl, like, her design's cute, but her attitude could stop. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. I don't hate anybody more than Sayori, though. She can go die in a fire. What am I saying? Bring up Five Nights at Freddy's, and I swear I will be so mad. I spoke without thinking after seeing... Wait, hold on a minute. I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. That didn't work. I spoke without What the frick? Oh! How did I do that? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. Hello, Rin Kawaii. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on clearly passionate about her reading. I think I brought up the history with the with the up arrow. Because when I pressed that, everything just fell apart. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? That sentence threw me for a loop. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Oh my god, same. I'm right now actually reading Stephen King's... I don't even remember what it's called. It has... Oh my god, it's got a gang member on the front of it. I'll think of it in a minute. I'll get it. If I don't remember it, I'll get it during break and come back. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. A horror book? At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Also, can somebody tell me if Japanese clubs, like clubs in schools, meet more than once a month? Because we only meet, like, maybe once, at most twice a month in our clubs at school here in America. Or at least in the part of America that I live. I hate horror. Oh, why's that? 'Cause spooks? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? Oh my god, exposed again! Living for my queen! What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Oh my god! Double exposed! Or make that triple. Don't say it out loud! And give that back. Fine. Don't fine her! Keep on going! Hey, your cupcakes, your poems, everything about you is just as cute as you are. Or no, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori this is the mature rating. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. What is going on? It better just stay there. I'm not cute. Oh, good. Thought something was about to go down. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Eh, well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. God, you wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. That is so true. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. That's how I felt through when I wrote / published Clockwise, because I had basically written the whole thing around actual issues that were going on in my life, and then I just, like, made it into a fantasy story, like, changed the characters a little bit, and then all of a sudden it was, like, a cool steampunk-ish book, and, like, I was like, do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. Literally, I need to get really off topic for a minute. You have to, at Walmart, they have to ID you to buy this stuff, because people try to take it home and huff it. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Don't you dare make me write a poem. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. I knew it. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Ooh, I like this vocabulary in this game. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Oh, you need to take a seat! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. I'm not even a member, right? I mean, yet. Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. I'm not a member yet! Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the whole time. I never said I would join! Thank you, my dude! Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. Don't you dare join this club because they're pretty. That one on the right is really mad. All four girls stare at me with dejected eyes. Not that one on the right, she is shooketh. I love this lag, it's great. But... oh, they're sinking. They're going down! I yelleth timber. I'm sorry, I thought... Stop lagging! I had to look to the speaker, then the laptop, then the computer. Octo! You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. No, boy! You need to... we need to dip. We need to go. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? You already made a decision when you stepped foot in this club. That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend time every day. Okay, is this a train of thought for guys, like in real life? With these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. What, we're going to the anime club? Nope, we're joining the literature club. Of course we are. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. You need to let go. Hey. You really did scare me for a moment. Why? I never made a decision! If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would have been super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. I'm gonna die. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Octo, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. I can really impress the class star. No, can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside of me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Octo, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? No. That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Hurry! Yay! No. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? No, you will not. Perhaps I have the chance to Perhaps I will have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. I did not just press tab. That's on the wrong side of the keyboard. Alright. I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. And I will be right back after this little break. So, we'll be writing a poem when we come back. Yeah. Alright. Hi, you guys. It's time to write a poem, I suppose. Let's write a poem. Pick words you'll think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Oh, this is difficult. I didn't pick up on anything. Alright, rainbow, uncontrollable, spinning, music, melancholy, fear, excitement, grief, disaster, and... What does Doki Doki even mean? Alexa, what does Doki Doki mean?
Here's something I found on Wikipedia. In the Hausa language, the game is called Doki, which means horse.
It means horse?
Question?
No, I don't think so!
Thanks for your feedback.
Horse, horse. Okay, horse, horse. Let's go with grief. That's how I feel when playing this game. Can I bring you a toilet paper? I sure can. Oh, I mean, my mic picked it up anyway, so you know. That's your problem. I told you I was streaming again. You could have texted me. My phone was right there. Well, I checked my comments on my phone. I love you too. Okay, family. 2 out of 20! Family, kiss, clouds, vivid, sticky. Captive, infinite, swimsuit, sunny, and email. Captive. I'm just putting out what I feel in this game. Misfortune, suicide, forgive, unstable, silly, extreme, fireworks, journey, nightgown, and electricity. Suicide. Fickle, vertigo. Isn't that what you get when your ear, like, rings bad and you got, like, the rock gets out of, I don't know, calm, color, skirt, dark, games, vitality, covet, and milk. Oh my god. Girl loves some milk. I love milk. It's so good. Amazing, vivacious. Desire, sadness, question, bed, clumsy, peaceful, warm, and pleasure. That. Disarray, fantasy, existence, pout, tenacious, prayer, raindrops, defeat, dance, and passion. I was defeated into playing this, so I guess that'll be my word. I'll take defeat for 500. Childhood, whirlwind, anger, summer. I feel anger. Crimson, play, sparkle, pure insight, and ribbon. Anger, definitely. Horror, fun, smile, bouncy, whistle, socks, hope, strawberry, luck, and hurt. Lucky and hurt. I feel hurt. Oh my god. Shiny, unrequited. I cannot say that word for the life of me. I can't say the color. Whatever this dang color is. I can't say it. Climax. Universe. Empty. Philosophy. Valentine and happiness. Let's go with philosophy. Portrait and capable. Jumpy. Aura. Blanket. Anime. Disoriented. Memories. Ocean and cheer. Incapable. Parfait, shame, heartbeat, romance, playground, treasure, massacre, contamination. Contamination! Unrestrained, agonizing, sing, sensation, sunset, despise. That is it. Time, depression, feather, and waterfall. We're going with despise. Scars, sweet, unending, cute. Entropy, mouse, extraordinary, cage, cry, and intellectual. I will go with unending. Because this minigame is taking too long. I haven't even hit 15. Peace, nature, graveyard, embrace, laugh, lust, hopeless, bunny, marriage, and death. Dang, that... Let's go with graveyard, I guess. Death. Effulgent. Friends. Hop. Determination. Papa. Vibrant. Awesome. Party. Imagination and judgment. I'm determined to get this done, so we'll go with that. Secretive. Incongruent. Adventure. Melody. Anxiety. Cheeks. Destiny. Dazzle. Shopping and landscape. Anxiety. Marshmallow. Rose. Flower. Chocolate. Is it Starscape? Meager. Pink. Frightening. Wrath and candy. Wrath, definitely. Does it do the little smiley thing every time you pick a word that they might like? Comfort. Joy. Daydream. Essence. Bubbles. Lipstick. Lollipop. Ambient. Explode. And sugar. Let's see if that's the case. Let's go with essence. It does, I think! Eternity. Love. Precious. Whisper. Heart. Loud. Disown. Twirl. Kitty and rain cloud. I think it does! Fester. Tragedy. Bliss. Flee. Pain. Together. Boop. Boop! Lazy. Tears and flying. Because she cheated on that. It does, doesn't it? Oh my god. I'm a bit shook. Hi again, Octo. Don't let the door hit you on your way out, Monica. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha ha ha. I'm glad. Oh my god. No, don't worry, you're hot. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Octo. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Girl! Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. You too! So you already told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. You right. And last year, too. You also right, girl. I don't know if you plan to just come in here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. I'm obviously not going to see the end of it before I even break my promise. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Oof! I love her. Monica's my girl. You know? Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. I don't know, she's cute when she's angry. She's funny looking. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Octo always gives his best as long as he's having fun. Well, I'm not having fun, girl. He helps me with busy work without even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. That's because you don't do it! Probably. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is always messy and so... That's what I said, girl! And you almost set your house on fire once. Okay, sounds like he's talking to me now. I forgot to put water in a pot of ramen noodles one time. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Octo can become good friends too. Sayori. No, how come Monica wasn't on that list? Because she's the one I want to impress. Dot dot dot. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situations you just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori. Hey, me. Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Sayori, could you shut up? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? Yeah, I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. Yeah, obviously! I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy, no matter what. If nobody comes to the stream, I'm gonna be so mad. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted to. this is. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. Hi, Joanne Brown. I said that wrong, probably. I do that every time, but you know, we're living. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for this club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. So, that's chess club. So Yuri and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Oh my god, so last year I was a sophomore and I was the... not secretary, it's like a step above that. I don't know what you call it. For the chess club. And all the freshmen walk in and we're playing checkers. And then... and then we're like, we're like, yeah, it's a chess club. So Yuri and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Big old thing! That's the biggest closet I've ever seen in my life. My closet ain't even as big as that at home. I'm really curious to talk to... What teacher needs that much storage? My literature teacher has a closet that's about this tall. Oh, thank God I said it right. I'm really curious to talk to hold on a minute. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. But at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Ah, crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. Oh! That's it. So, I think that those things showed that, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, you impress one girl more, so you end up liking her, and I guess that, I don't know, I've heard that there's, like, some rage moments in this game, so I guess that might be the case. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. Oof. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Oh, never mind. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh. It's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book that you gave me, right? That's the book that you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you... just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean... I just happened to buy 2 of them. Oh, she spent her money on me. Girl, she is ready. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. By the way, my cursor just pulled up, if you guys saw it, because I had to move my mouse. It was in my way. Carpal tunnel. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have heard. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. This lag is good. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about, anyways? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. Me! The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright. I just wanted to make sure I didn't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. Is this movie with freaking, what's her name, Jennifer Lawrence? That's not her name. Okay. It might be Jennifer Lawrence. I'm not sure. That girl who played in the Hunger Games. No matter what... I know her last name is Lawrence. I don't know her first name. That one about the Russian spies. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Ah ha ha! Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. What the frick? Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Octo? No, it's not that. You crazy girl. I mean, I liked you for a minute, but oh my god, are you okay? Like, I mean, I can definitely enjoy these kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals, their own philosophy that they can believe in, or their own philosophy, oh my god. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost anything. No, I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, yes I have. I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. I mean, yeah. Well, that's true. I didn't even go through this during the, the reason I'm thinking it was something with the poem is because I didn't go through this on Twitch last night. I went up to some little thing and, I don't know, yeah, you know. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. Ah, well, what are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. ... Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I have put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Ooh. Ah, yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. That's another one of them words I can't say! I gotta read this in sections. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. There it is again! I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's and hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Oof, it feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Ooh, we're having a moment! Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page, and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page! Oh my god! Sorry! I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know... Oh god! The picture changed! Spooked me for a minute. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. Yeah, he's probably on, like, word 2. That's okay. You're not... as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. Oh my god, the picture keeps changing. She's smiling now. It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. Okay, it changed again, but this time I saw it. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her. I love how he doesn't read, but he has a wider vocabulary than most human beings. Letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways. Oh my god, you can't call a girl blunt. You already messed up there. But she also second guesses all the things that she says and does. She's afraid she'll do something wrong. Well, okay, that's right, you know. It's not like I can see into your head or anything. But they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment. Because you offended her! But Octo, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her! That's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait, I didn't mean that in a bad way or anything. Well, you said it in a bad way, you idiot! Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. ... I guess I'm more meant that it's kind of cute. Oof. Ah! What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. Thanks, Monica. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. She literally looks so relieved. That's so funny. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not... It's fine. God. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Oof. Oh. Alright. You see, when you think of that, the book's only about probably this thick, and it just... When I think of it, I think of a textbook that's this thick, and it goes... I've done that too many times in my life. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. Huh. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright, I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? No, Monica, I didn't! I just spent like 50 minutes on that minigame for no reason. Stutter? Yeah? My relaxation ends. That's everyday basis with tests, just a spicy meatball. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Okay, I guess it's time to read poems. I guess we'll show it... I want to show it to Yuri last. I want to see what she says. So I guess we'll show it to Monica, because she's pretty chill. I mean, she's like... She's friend level, you know? She's chill. She's cool. I like her. So I should start with Monica. Yesterday she seemed so eager to read my poem, and I want her to know I'm putting in effort. Girl, did you get a bruise on your leg? Oh, I'm talking to myself in second and third person. Hi, Octo. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, If you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Okay. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? I'm sorry, I'm trying to look at... Fee, fi, fo, thumb, who in the heck just put this in their gallery? I mean, favorites. I put my, announcement on DeviantArt. That I was gonna do that. Anyways. Well, let's continue. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. Yeah, I mean, good job, Monica. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? No. It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. It's already 10:34. Don't worry, Octo. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. I like her ponytail, it's really cute. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, Octo. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. Oh no, ooh. That's not a bad ooh, that's a good ooh. It's really metaphorical. I said that right on my first try. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some... Hold on a dang minute. Oh, that way, it always counts when I put in some effort. That's me. Okay. That's not very fair. Did I just call her stupid? Well, I guess it worked. Anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Obviously. Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using a simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness, Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. I haven't even read my own poem! It's very challenging to write like that effectively. Both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. Okay. I've really never heard that word before. Oh, I mean, I've heard it. I've never tried to read it before. I've heard of it. I don't know what it means, but it can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up with something we're trying different... Lots of different things, I guess that's what that said. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find— Oh my god, can we please skip this? Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kinds of styles. Because it's lagging! You know what? I'm changing my banner. Just hold on a minute. There we go. And today, Octo's banner has changeth. Anyways, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Oh, I gotta impress Yuri. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? I guess, whatever. Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. I deal with that a lot. Well, that's because I have to sound confident and me on YouTube. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Oh, we actually get to read it. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. Let's try that again. It couldn't have been me. See, the direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas. Me when I read bad fanfiction. Already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. By the way, I hate poetry. It's awful. Like, reading and writing it. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. That's actually pretty cool. I like that. That's neat. So, what do you think? That's pretty dank, yo. It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? My mind is an enigma. Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming out on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. We don't care. I kind of just want to skip this. We don't want to read writing tips. That's my advice for the day. Okay, whatever. Thanks for listening. I didn't want to hear it. Oh, we're done with her. Okay. We're gonna read Sayori's and Natsuki's, and then we're gonna read Yuri's after I take one more break, because I literally need to go downstairs. Da-da-da. Octo, if you're not gonna take this club seriously, then go home. Oh my god! What? I know. God, what did I do? Harsh? What, you expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? Yeah, I do. I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Yeah, call her out! Painful to think about. Yeah, 'cause I'm right! Piece of crap. Fine. Yeah. Well, sorry. You better be. I would kick you in the dust so hard. You'll get better anyway. I'd like to tell you what... I'd tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid. You don't even know me! Alright, eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Yes, it is stupid. Horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly. People can try, but that's about it. That was the dumbest thing I have ever... I don't like that little what do you call it, tsundere thing. It's awful. I told you you weren't gonna like it. I like it. No, you don't. What? Just be honest. I am. I'm not. Admin's not honest. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. Yes, girl, I only relate with you on that! So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing, hold on, is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. I need to watch my stream below me, I'm just letting you guys know, so that I can see if it's lagging, like, severely, you know? Like, I set up a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. I pressed enter, yo! It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. Yeah. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Alright, one more and then it's break time, and then after that, it's Yuri time. ... This is a good poem, Octo. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course! It's not that good. I am the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his... Am I the kind of guy that would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. Oh god, don't remind me. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the freaking club room. Or, well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Octo. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Who said I was selfish? Trying new things like this for other people? That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now, you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Well, we'll see about that. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Same. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? Me with every project ever, girl. I relate. No. Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be mean. I still try my best. Oh, yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? So it sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast! Even though you were late to school? Don't judge my lifestyle, or her lifestyle. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Like I get cranky when my phone screen gets dirty. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. Hehehe. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. Alright! Now it's break time! And then next, we're gonna be going and seeing little Miss Yuri over here. So, yeah. Guess what? We're back. Well, I tried to update the thumbnail while I was gone. I don't know if it did that or not. Maybe, I'm not sure. I want to thank you guys for 5 likes. Wow, I usually have like 3 dislikes by now because people think that I'm annoying. But whatever, we're not gonna complain here. Alright, anyways, it's time to read our poem to Yuri, who's the girl that we're after. This music has been droning on for hours. It's awful. ... Oh god, she doesn't like it. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Oh, she might like it. Exceptional! Hello, Mugman, the mug. Hey, what was that? Yeah, what was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. Oh god, he's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Hey? I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Ahahaha. Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. What? Really? That's wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time writing, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poems as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. Oof! It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the words, the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. God, I know. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. I need to move my mouse again. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them up, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice, and learning by example. And trying new things. I also hope that everyone in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased how? Well, never mind. We already went through Natsuki. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Oh, yes, you should. She deserves it. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, or me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Yeah, I know. Okay. Oh, it's not that long. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. Yeah, it must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced. I'm too bright in this. In my stream. Hold on a minute. This needs to be fixed. This is an issue. I'm going to make a filter. I'm going to do color correction. And we are about to turn the brightness down a bit. I'm also way out of focus. Hold on a minute. I know this is about to be a really bad angle, or not even an angle at all, but I need to... Alright, that's not fixing it at all. Let's turn it the other way. See if that works. That's helping a bit. Nothing's helping! I was destined to be ugly. Oh, that helped! What did I do there? Okay then, hello! Dang, alright. That just fixed the whole quality. Yeah, God. Alright, bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm. Breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. That made no sense. I don't like poetry. I will state once more. ... I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Ah. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. It's better than mine! Have y'all ever seen my handwriting? Oh my god. I have to take tests in all caps because my lower handwriting is so awful. Alright, anyways. A? Or whatever. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I don't want to sit here for 5 hours talking about poetry. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Aren't you into ghosts, Yuri? Or are you into ghosts? Uh-huh. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Octo. Really? I must have totally missed the point. I did. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her past, remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. And soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. Eh? It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive too, so... Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two. I can't talk tonight. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Octo. Me too. Okay, cool. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone it's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. We're about to have some conflict resolution over here. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As I read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with the language? Eh? Did you say something? Yeah, did you say something, little pink-haired looking pig? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem on the desk with one hand. Or to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? No. Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. Huh. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Oh my god, you just need to go! Sayori liked it. And Octo did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me! Oh my god, we have an hour! I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. Hurry! I just noticed that they draw, like, bangs the same on all the characters anyways. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Octo liked my poem too, you know? He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oof, we're about to have a knockdown drag out! Oh. I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? Oh god. When the music changes, you know it's about to get real. And that's not what you're just, Yuri stands up as well. Ooh. You don't mess with a shy girl. She would pick that chair up and hit you like John Cena. Maybe you're just jealous that Octo appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Ooh! Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No? If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Oh! Where's Monica? She needs to get on this. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a bigger size as soon as Octo started showing up. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they noticed I was standing there. Or just noticed I was standing there. Holy crap, we're about to... Octo! She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. Oh god. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Octo. Wait. There is a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meanings the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Octo? Yeah, well... How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. I didn't know I was gonna have to pick. I definitely want to go with Yuri because I'm trying to impress her, but actually I think I personally agree with Natsuki. Natsuki, you're right that I liked your poem. See? Wait. That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri? Eh? You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Hurry up! Well, that's... But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when he said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that. I'm sorry. See, she is a sweet one. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. You did, girl. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... no, it was not. Natsuki, I think that's enough. Oh, Monica, step it up. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think that you should too? Oh my god. Everything's falling off my desk! Natsuki clenches her fists. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped at this point, being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Sayori, she doesn't need to... You know what? Hey, I'm gonna say this wrong. Erodol Bilgin. That was maybe correct. Maybe not. I'm going to do that. It'll spare me from having a look at all your faces right now. Oof. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her poem, her own poem from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumples up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. Well, dang. That wasn't conflict resolution. That was just conflict in conflict. Natsuki! She really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. I don't care about other people streaming me because I'm streaming. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. Aww. I gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent chair. Sigh. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri. How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Octo, you're too kind. I'm thankful to have you a part of this club now. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about, you know, I would never do anything so shameful. So, what thing did Natsuki say? Blank. Well, never mind that. I'm going to make some tea. Ah, good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Okay, everyone. Wait, did Natsuki ever get back? It's just about time for us to leave. How did you feel after sharing... How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Oh, not that conflict. Well, I'd say it was worth it. Oh, she came back. It was alright. Well, mostly. Octo, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learned something from your friends, too. Okay. Okay! God. This game. So your poems will turn out even better. ... I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Octo, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. I'm glad I kind of friend-zoned her because I can't deal with her through this whole game, you know? Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm enjoying it either! Oh, not enjoying it. Oh my god. Sayori, what about what happened earlier? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise, they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Oof. Phew. You know, Octo. See, at first I could not tolerate her, but now I kind of like her. You know, she's kind of cool. It's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. I gotta say one thing about this game. I hated the fan base at first because it was so overrated. I still don't really like the game, but I like the character development, and the characters are very cute. I'm not in the fandom, though. I mean, the characters are cute. But, you know. But at least, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. You know I'm probably gonna be into this in like a week. Just give me like 3 days. And I think everyone really likes you too. I'll probably be playing this dang thing for 3 days. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. Sigh. Oh, they have clubs probably every day, don't they? It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught onto the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I say that more to myself than her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah. Let's do this. Cool. Okay, it is time for another break. Not too long of one, though. I just really want to go get something to drink again. So let me save this and return, and we will be back to write another poem for tomorrow. Well, not tomorrow, but you know. said I wouldn't be long, but that was a straight lie. Alright, it's apparently now time to write another poem to intrigue these girls. Also, I brought french fries, because I'm fat. So, what do we want? Fester. I'm trying to get on Yuri's good side, so... Unrequited. Oh no, I think I accidentally used one. Oh god. I used grief and contamination before. Okay, that was good. Misery. Oh no. I need to use the ones that I used before, but I don't remember them. Judgment. Anxiety. Melancholy. Or did I use pain? I guess I used melancholy. I'm just looking for the biggest words on it. Philosophy. Oh crap. Loud or disown or variance. Do you want to pick a word?
What?
Do you want to pick a word for this poem on this game?
Pick a word on a poem. Precipitous.
No, you have to, there's a list.
Okay, give me the list.
Disown, defeat, cheeks, daydream, bouncy, feather, treasure, blanket, loud, and variance.
Blanket.
Okay.
I was trying to pick the hard one.
Depression. The hard one. Variance was the hard one. Damn. Eternity. Infinite. How about massacre? Yes! Heartbeat. Crap! I can't deal with that little pink-headed twat. I can't do that. Agonizing. I kinda got a feel for how Yuri acts, so I'm going with that. Inferno. How about vivacious? That's a good word. Okay, that was Yuri. I mean, it lagged, but I know it was probably her. How about wrath? Yeah, we'll use wrath. Or misfortune. No, wrath was good. Tragedy. Oh no! Plot twist. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Octo. Yo, Sayori. Yeah! Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. I know, God. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyways. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. She's always hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. You just gonna diss your friend like that? Hey! That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Oh, he's waiting for Yuri. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Hey? Why that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Oh my god. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill out on the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. Oh, it's because she wanted him to buy it. I knew it. I could see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. You do it all the time. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. Yes! So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money, so I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so, that only leaves one option. Someone has contacted me on Discord. Oh, yes! That's my voice actor for my account. Okay, whatever. You guys won't know what I'm talking about. Ooh, wow, I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. No, listen. I feel guilty every night for stuff that I haven't even done. It's like, oh my god, my friend is awful. I should, and then I'll start feeling guilty for my friend, who probably doesn't feel guilty about what happened 7 years ago, you know? Anxiety's fun. Yuri suddenly giggles. Eh? I didn't notice if she was listening in. I do that all the time. Her face is in her book, as always. Uh-huh. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri, tell Octo to let me borrow some money. That's... Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Oh my god, that's a quote. That's a mood. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. ... Ah, did I just... I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. When are people gonna start dying? I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen that much, but it's a fun side of you. Oh, finally, my icon updated. I'm living. 8 likes? Thank you! God. Only like one person watches at a time, but really though, thanks. It doesn't happen that much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. How long have I been playing this? You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution. No, retribution. Okay, she said it right. That. Still coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside of all of us, isn't there? Hey. Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Oof! Someone just got smacked. Hey, out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Yes, girl. Ow. What was... That was something funny. I love how Yuri's just, like, not even faced. A cookie! Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution! Restitution! Retribution! Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. It's a cookie! Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big old bite. God, that kid, I swear. So good. Oomph. Sayori suddenly claps her hand to her mouth. I bit my tongue. Oh, I thought something was about to go down. I thought she, like, literally poisoned it. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Where's Monica? Ah, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? It's the same cookie! Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat. She keeps on getting behind that little kid! Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Is this sex in my good Christian server? Ah, jeez. I get it, I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. It's hard to say! Hey! Did you seriously just do that? I'd reach up and smack her with it. Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Oh no, she left before we could kill her. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Says the kid. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Hey. Natsuki glances around. Yeah, Monica's not there. Monica isn't in the club room. Oh god, is this where death comes in? Ugh. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Oh gosh, she's gonna be dead. Of course she's okay. She's probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Eh? You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. What, a date? She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. Yeah, that's true. Excuse me! Suddenly the door swings open. Oh, no, she's not dead. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Eh? Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all of us? You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Oh god! Ha, never mind that. What held you up anyways? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kinda just lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you play music as well, Monica. She does everything. Monica is... I don't really. I kinda just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. No, we shouldn't. That's gonna take up my time. That's... Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little better I will. Maybe not. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Why am I all of a sudden enthusiastic about this stuff? Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Octo. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. And I'd really love to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? I think after this, I swear I'm gonna, like... I'm gonna head out. I'm so tired. Not really. I chose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyways. It looks like everyone has already settled down. This is so boring. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Oh god. Hey, Yuri. Eh? I suddenly noticed that Yuri is reading a different book from the one we've been reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. No. I was kind of just waiting for you. If that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? No, not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea, not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk and then we'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. Ah, I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Where are you two off to? Eh? Yuri was going to make some tea, so I suddenly realized how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. We're just filling the water pitcher. Okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? That's none of your business. Monica, please mind your own business for once. Oh! Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping? Or do you want to tell me something that... Good lord. Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve Octo in club activities? Eh? Filling a water pitcher is a... Oh my god, Yuri is like... shook. My mouth gapes. She just shoved her butt right in her face. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Then let's go, Octo. Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri... God, something about the way she said that. It made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that. Octo... How come even when I do something bad, you're being so nice to me? Because... I like you. Nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions, and we can't always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. Hurricane tortilla! No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Friend, you say? Yuri lifts her head. Octo. I really like being friends with you. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway. Yeah. Shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom. Octo, do you like oolong tea? What is that? Yeah. Anything's fun. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get to the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others, even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. In that case, you'll only be more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. We don't read in this class! To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed. When is this chapter gonna end? I was doing a bit of thinking. And I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around anyways. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Octo. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watched Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Octo, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why's that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. That's because of them boobs, girl. Is that so? I wonder why that is. Yeah, it's most likely because my... Chew out. Your posture, right? always hunched over like that while reading. Oh my god. Either he knows and he's trying to be nice, or he's just like, yes! I have terrible reading posture, so that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve my book from my bag. And, I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I keep hidden from Sayori's candy radar. I take it, since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assumed the same reading position as last time, each holding on one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Blank. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest! Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. ... After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Ah, sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. Hurry! That's okay. I won't take any. Yeah, are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then I might get smudges on the pages. You're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Okay. And I think I'm gonna stop here! I'm gonna save it right here, and I'm going to bed. I ain't doing this. Alright, well, thank you guys for watching this little episode of Doki Doki Literature Club, and we'll be, maybe not finishing it tomorrow, but we'll be working on it tomorrow, and I will see you guys later, I suppose. This has been a long stream. Anyways, goodbye.